Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review, and today we're doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 30. Now, this one is done by Stars Eastman and Waltz, and basically picks up where we left off last time, with the Turtles on the run away from the city, trying to lick their wounds after the last epic fight with the Shredder. And basically it's a issue of reflection, and just trying to get on with their lives after that point. Alright, well it starts off with Michelangelo in the barn writing a letter to his friend that was helping him get through Leonardo's brainwashing. He starts writing a letter, goes, "Dear Woody," nah, too corny, Scritch. "Yo, Woody!" He goes, "Yeah, that's more like it," he says. And he's just writing a letter telling him all the stuff that went on. He's telling him how grateful he was to see him, how he misses him. Totally messed. He's telling me his life is a total mess. My dad finally got everyone to chill, mostly. Leo and Alopex. Oh, that's right, the crazy wolf girl. She's with us now. They've pretty much been MIA ever since. I'm worried about Leo. He's always been our leader, the big bro with a plan, always taking care of us. But right now, Woody, I swear, he just seems so lost. And Leonardo's just a mess out of this. Goes, "Mother, where are you?" And he remember in his isolation, he remember seeing flashbacks of his mother that he believes died in another life. Yeah, I don't particularly like that part of the story. I don't believe in other life stuff or reincarnation, but it works for this. And we see Alopex watching him, and all of a sudden Raphael comes behind him and says, "Let's go, Mutt, and don't make a sound." So he's leading her by the throat with the sigh. And he tells him, and as Michelangelo is writing his thing, it's basically a story within the writing of this letter. He goes, "I think we have to take extra care of Leo right now." He goes, Mother, he's still thinking about everything that went on." He goes, "Please, because I'm not sure we can do it for him. He can't do it for himself anymore." Alright, well, Raphael wants to know why Alopex is following it. He goes, "A little hunting before bedtime, huh, Alopex?" "I wasn't hunting," he tells Raphael. "Then what seems like every time I see you, you're sneaking around. You might have fooled the rest of them, but I ain't falling for you yet. Your little woe is me act. I know you're up to something. Believe what you want, Turtle." And she tries to get away, and he grabs her arm. He tells him, "No way you walk away from me like that. You ain't going nowhere until I find out what the heck you were doing out here. Take your hands off me." And she's just getting him, basically telling him to back off. "What was I doing? I was trying to thank your brother for defending me when you ambushed me. Thank him by hiding in the dark and spying on him," Raphael says. "You expect me to buy that? No, I don't, and I couldn't care less if you do. Leonardo protected me when he didn't have to. The least I can do is show some appreciation for that, especially with what he's going through. I know what it's like having a shredder in your head, twisting every thought, every emotion. You fight it and fight it, but it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop it. It never stops." So, basically Alopex is... I like it because I like this particular character. Just, a little bit different than what we've seen in the Turtles. I know exactly how Leonardo is feeling, so I was making sure he was alright. That he wouldn't hurt himself. Not like you could understand. You've still got your family, friends at home. Leonardo and me, we've got nothing now. Anyway, believe me or don't, doesn't really matter. But you saw Leonardo, how messed up he is. If I wanted to kill your brother, I would have done it already." And all of a sudden, it slides back to Michelangelo writing the letter. "Nope, Woody, it ain't exactly being campfire songs and marshmallows out there, but, And we see Donatello. The story shifts to Donatello next. Sorry, I'm a little tired. He goes, "Okay, Father, I think this'll do it for now. The laceration's healing nicely, all things considered. The fracture, though, we're going to have to closely monitor that." So Leonardo is playing doctor to Splinter, who went into a really bad fight with with the Shredder last time. He goes, yes. And, he's telling them, we've got to think of some way to get through. Let's get everyone back together. There are other threats out there than the Shredder. He's telling them basically that, there's, the Utrons and the Technodrome. We have to figure out a way to get through there. And Donatello is the one guy on the team who really has his head in the game. And he's trying to get everyone to a better spot. It's just there's not much I can do about medicine and stuff like that isn't mechanical. I feel so useless. So this is somebody who's explaining this to his father, and his father, his sensei, is just so worried about his other son that he doesn't have time for Donatello. It's kind of a sad moment. I mean, we've all sort of been there. All right. Well, the story switches back to Leonardo's head, where he is fighting these inner demons of what the Shredder did to him, and it's just killing him. He's fighting to get back to who he was. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the darkness in his mind, he sees Tang Shin, the original mother of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My child, cease your struggles. Mother, you have found me. Oh, thank God. Why do you weep, my son, my beautiful son? You are safe in this place. Do you not feel it? Yes. Then walk with me, child. Do you remember the garden, my son? Yes, we've been here before. And do you recall what I told you when last we visited it? That when I find what I've lost, I'll know who is responsible for all the pain I've suffered. And have you found that which you had lost? I think so. I don't know. There are those who took me. There are those who took me, saved me, but I don't recognize them. I mean, I know they're my brothers, my father, but it seems like strangers now, like ghosts. And yet they are very real, and all love you deeply. I love you deeply. Would you not be here? Not if it were not so. And it's just this moment. He's finding his spot in there, and his mother leaves him with these words, I love you. It's a wonderful little moment for someone in that fun. We all need to hear in desert times. I know I do. That someone loves us. So that's really cool for our heroes. And we realize this is all a dream sequence. And Leonardo is woken up by Donatello. He says, "Wake up, Donnie." So he looks at him. He looks at him not with this disgust like he was in the other issues, but real compassion for his brothers. Alright. Well, back to the other part of the story that was really interesting was we found out that April's parents used to work for Stockman Industries, and in this conversation it's so a little lopsided. So basically the idea is that April's family had a hand in helping create the ooze. Her father was a scientist that helped create it for the Utrons. Now I'm going to hopefully be going back here soon and doing a review on all of the turtle stuff. I'm getting more into doing my reviews again, but we'll see how things go. Well, the story switches back to Donatello and Leonardo, where they're in the forest, and they say, maybe you can. And he's telling him, must have been quite the dream you were having, bro. You were talking up a storm. I was, yeah, mostly mumbling, but I'm pretty sure I heard you call your mother a few times, and something about ghosts, I think. Oh, so you still dream about her? Yeah, sometimes. Leonardo tells him. But it doesn't seem like I'm dreaming. It feels so real, like she's really there, talking to me, helping me. It's like magic. I don't know how to explain it. I'll bet that sounds totally crazy to you, huh? Leonardo tells Donatello. 6 months ago, probably, but now, not so much. He goes, seriously? With all the things we've been through, all that's happened, maybe there's more to fate and destiny than I was ever willing to consider before. I mean, all these coincidences, what are the odds? I sometimes feel like we're all caught up in some type of cosmic momentum. I don't know, maybe right now, though, I just feel stuck, frozen. Leonardo tells Donatello that. You notice in this picture, Donatello is like crazy taller than Leonardo is. I mean, that's funny to me. Dude, that's just the brainwashing. You know, the foot did some serious tinkering inside your head, but they don't have you anymore. You just gotta hang in there and know we got your back always. Thanks, Donnie. And Donatello says, look, you know, I could really use your help trying to figure out this Technodrome thing and what we need to do next. And he tells him, hey, look, have you looked at from this situation? It's this great moment where these brothers, you actually get to see them be brothers. I like that. You know, I don't have any brothers myself. I have a good friend who helps me run this thing. That's like a brother to me, and you know, he does that for me a lot of times. So, cool moment, guys. Cool, you know, taking my emotions like that. Alright, well, in the final little bit of this story, we see Splinter still in his dream state, and who should arrive but Tang Shin once again to basically just tell him, you know, you've got to be patient with Leonardo. It's gonna take a while. And he says, but he hates me. He tells Tang Shin, no, he hates what he did. He will always love his son, and yet your son is now where he needs to be, with his brothers and with his father. You are not a failure, Yoshi. You never were. So Splinter feels like he was a failure, and I just love it. I wonder, it was just this beautiful moment. They're being haunted by the idea of this woman, who they may have seen another wife or may not have. And the last little bit of this story, of this little standalone, little fuzzy moment, is them all coming by the campfire and roasting marshmallows and stuff like that. And Raphael going in, asking Alopex to come over and join them. Which, you know, they have to leave us a thread too. There's a new mutant at the very end of this thing, says, and he goes, I have found the prey. Stand by for reinforcements. As you command, Karai. This beautiful little white hawk or whatnot. Alright, guys, well, that's it for Ninja Turtles number 30 by Eastman and Waltz. I liked it. It was just wasn't a great story. It's a standalone little reflection story like the last two have been. All in all, I'm going to give the story a 5. And the art of 5. You know, I always give the IDW stuff a pretty good score. It's not they don't ever let me down. Okay, guys, well, that's your Redneck review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 30. This is, you know, the Red Prince giving you these scores. Again, those scores are 5 and 5 on the art and the story. Alright, and, you know, let us know how we're doing here at Redneck Reviews. Give us some, you know, comments below. I'd love to take them. Let us know if there's anything we can review for you. Leave us a little criticism. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, as long as it's constructive criticism. And, you know, guys, God bless you all. And I'm going to be doing a couple DC stuff here soon, because, you know, my buddy Lane is so busy at school. I don't know if he can get all of them done, but I'm going to try. If anybody's interested, you know, they'll be up. Alright, guys, God bless you all. Goodbye.